I mean, I think what we want to do is just to take an approach that we don't want to commit our team and our efforts fully until we know that it's going to be able to fulfill what we at TLN are looking for. I mean, we've seen a lot of titles that have had promise and they look good on the trailers and the other hype that you see, but, when it comes down to it, they just don't deliver on it. And, I just don't want us to have to go through the anguish of that again. Of having another unsuccessful title or trying to do a branch, that where we spread ourselves too thin. So PlanetSide 2 is a game that we are looking at and are hopeful that it will work as good as they say it will. And if it does, we will look to drop Battlefield to a certain extent, make that a secondary title. Not to say that we won't play it, or have a set group up day to meet in Battlefield 4, hopefully if they ever get it worked out. But we want to really try and focus our efforts on one title going forward and reestablishing TLN as the great team we all know it can be. So that's really our strong plans for the future, is to rebuild TLN to be a formidable force built on the foundations of fairness, teamwork, tactics, and fun, which is what our core is. I mean, that's who. But if you're interested in finding out what PlanetSide 2 is like, if you have a pretty good PC, you can play it. It is a free-to-play title. It will be free-to-play on Battlefield, on PlayStation 4, which is another appealing thing that will allow us as a team, to jump into. I mean, as a free-to-play title, if you have a PS4, you'll be able to play it. I mean, it's not something where somebody's you gotta go run to the store to spend $60 to continue with the TLN crew. I mean, it's free-to-play title. Now, the reason why I believe that most of us are optimistic about this title is mainly because, it's working. It works now on PC. Sure, it's going to have its own challenges on PlayStation 4, but it is a working title. Unlike Dust, which was a title in development, PlanetSide is a completed game. It is a game that's finished and it's working and has a very large community. What we want to do as a team is just do whatever we can to keep you guys happy and part of the group. But again, all of that falls back upon activity. If you're not active in the clan, you're not getting the full enjoyment of being in TLN, and that's really kind of missing the point. I don't know if I can, stress it enough that, our website and the content that's contained on it comes from our members. It comes from what you guys post and what you say about whatever topic you're discussing. And, if you don't post, there's not much to see. We want your opinion. We want to hear what titles you're looking at, what games you wish did something different, or what are your hopes for the next title that's coming down the pipe in a particular series of games. There are perhaps other groups that could care less about what their members think and so on and so forth. We're not one of them. And we want, our members to be active participants in the group and helping us become a better team. It isn't necessarily always bigger that wins, but better that wins as well. So, if we can get feedback from you guys, we'll become a better team, a better plan, and we'll be able to bring, more content and support to, you, our members, to help you enjoy your gaming time. when you consider your gaming time, people's time constraints today's day and age, with school and work and, family and all that, your time is one of the most valuable things that you have. And your game time is more valuable than most. You can choose to game by yourself, run rogue, and get stomped on and complain about playing with blueberries, or you can play with a team such as ours and, get the enjoyment and satisfaction of winning more games than losing. These are the things that help bring us together, as a team. And the closer we are as a team, the better off the more enjoyment we get out of our games. I mean, that's really my opinion. But let's look at some other things and talk about, where we are as far at this point right now. I think a lot of people are spread out amongst a lot of different games right now, waiting for that next title, whether it is PlanetSide 2 or Destiny. We know that some of the other big titles, teamwork titles such as The Division and so on, are delayed into 2015, so who knows when those games are coming out. However, we are also looking at Drive Club and The Crew. Now, the interesting thing about Drive Club is that it'll be a partially free title to PlayStation Plus members. So if you have PlayStation Plus on PlayStation 4, which like 90% of the people do, you'll have limited access to part of the game for Drive Club. Not the whole thing, just part of the title. There's no, set thing on where, what it's going to run to be effective in that game, but I guess we'll find out when that title comes. But I think a lot of people are also looking at The Crew as a potential, teamwork avenue for TLN, and I think that's a good idea. But again, the problem with The Crew is, first of all, it's a driving game. I mean, yeah, we can run TLN tags and so on, but that game also has limits too. I mean, I think the maximum crew is 4 players, or 5, and that puts pretty severe limits. But there's nothing to say that we can't try and group up and see where that game goes. But because it's primarily a driving genre, I think that it'll have limited appeal to some members, and it'll be more appealing to others, particularly the guys that enjoy the racing league and others that do enjoy driving titles. I am one of those persons. But, this is, again, the title we're looking at, and, to work together as a team. Now, what I mean by we're looking at it, we're looking at these titles from 2 different perspectives. One perspective is that we turn around and use them as a plan thing, or we use them, as a vehicle to further the clan, and not necessarily as a clan activity. What I mean by that is like PlanetSide would be a full-on team title. That would be our core game. But, we could have meetup days, where, people that have Drive Club or The Crew meet up online and play together as a team. All of that's possible, but only through, guess what? Communication. If you can't communicate with your other, team members, how are you going to be able to set up, hey, look, I want to play The Crew tonight? Or if you want to play at 2 o'clock in the morning, how do you find somebody that, speaks your language and, isn't lagging or something else? Well, the easy way to do that is just post on our website. So, these are some of the titles we're looking for PS4. We are looking at the titles for PS3 too, but unfortunately there really is nothing new coming down the pipe that is PS3 exclusive, so to speak, that would allow you know, us to
Can't
be
hear
able
Rocket.
to.
He's doing the Taloncast right now, but I can't hear him for some reason.
Oh.
He cuts in and out. Must be Twitch.
Well, the
He's on
guys
Twitch.
are telling me that my audio feed is not coming
okay.
through on the in-game title.
When we chat.
So I'm going to take a brief break here. I'm going to mute my mic. Hang on 1 second while I try and resolve this issue.
Yeah, so how exactly is he doing these simulcasts with everything? My health when no one was
Can you guys hear me now?
appeared because there was no gunshots, and then all of a sudden I just die and the guy runs right past
Can you guys hear me now?
Microphone activated.
Well, for some reason the audio is not working on Twitch, so not really sure what the hell's going on there. Can you hear me now, CFT? Okay. So, continuing now. So what we want to accomplish going forward is to get more of our membership involved in the day-to-day.
Rocket, I hear you on Twitch. We can hear you, and no, we cannot hear you in game.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. I tried to fix it, but unfortunately it's not working. CFD guys is letting me know that my mic is not working in game, but it is working on Twitch. So that's, I guess, half of it. I do have the chat screen up now, so if you want to speak to me in game, you can go ahead and post your message in Twitch, and I will read your message. So continuing now, going forward. I'm totally lost, though. I mean, this is going to be one of the worst Taloncast ever because I'm totally freaking lost. Trying to play the game, trying to work a laptop, you know, it's just a little bit too much at once. Besides getting my ass kicked I'm getting my ass kicked in game. For those of you that will watch this on video, I guess you will see that as my pitiful performance for the first round, going 5-10. And I don't even know how bad I played this round, but we lost by 11 points, so that's epic in itself. So, I mean, what I wanted, to continue and stress to everybody in this Taloncast is
there's be a better way to do this.
Really involvement. I mean, if you haven't been on the website in a while, or you haven't grouped up with the guys, reach out to us on Facebook or on the website and help, let us know that, hey, look, I'm waiting for PlanetSide, or I'm waiting for Destiny, or I might be getting my PS4 soon, and so on and so forth. I have been contacted by a few MAG players who said that they are waiting to get PS4 or waiting to get PlanetSide, and they're looking at the title too. And I think that there are a certain number of people that went over to PC games as well. Now, I mean, we wanted to, also let everybody know that, look, as a member of TLN, we have guys who have their fingers in everything. I mean, we have guys that play PC games. We have guys that do go on Steam, although PGO informs me it's only him and Agent. We do have guys that do play PC games and do play other games other than Battlefield on PlayStation 4. On PlayStation 3, I would say the vast majority of people play Battlefield 4. I know there's a few people that do play Borderlands 2 online and so on, but again, that title has a very limited amount of people in it, so I think that it has limited potential possibilities for us, as a title. But what I